Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Anime Lounge Short Flights. Today, we're going to be covering episode 10 of Jobless Reincarnation. We're getting close to the end, and I feel like this whole season's been building towards something.
Oh, it definitely has been building towards something. Oh my goodness.
Not just Rudy getting it up finally.
Yeah, no, definitely not that. Uh, I mean, there's not really much to tell you guys on this one. I mean, it was a lot of story building again. Rudy is just kind of figuring himself out, working with Nanasho, um, the lady, the white mask lady. There we go.
Yep.
Um, we're seeing him work with her a lot more now, and he's learning more about magic circles. Cool. Um, and now he's running into the issue of he thinks he's in love with Fitz. Now he kind of goes on this journey of, is Fitz really a man or is he a she? So kind of towards the end of the episode, they meet up in the library like they usually do, and Fitz falls on top, and that's when Rudius is like, "Oh, you are a woman," and then now yeah, he finally gets it up. So
Yeah.
um, it's kind of where we ended off. Is he gets it up, not for very long, but he does.
Hey, progress.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good episode. I think it was kind of nice to see everything that's kind of going on. He is in school, so it's good to kind of be like, oh, okay, this is what's going on. This
Mm-hmm.
is a long running show. We know that it's very story building, so just kind of
Yes,
what it is.
it is, and honestly, I feel like I mean we've been discussing it, but I mean it's very much we're building up towards something. Obviously, we're not getting it on this core. We're going to get it on the next core, is my assumption, and people really just need to you really need to just watch it to get all this lore, because whatever's about to happen is only going to make sense if you've watched all this. So
Y-
that's what I'm kind of coming towards with it.
Yeah, it's got to be. I'll be very disappointed if it doesn't. I will say at least visually it's still good. The story itself is still good, so that's
Hmm.
nice at least. Everything's continuing on itself, bringing back people we don't know or we've met before a long time ago, and so
Hmm.
that's nice. Where it's not just they're building. That's like you said.
Yeah, I mean something's going to happen where Rudius needs Soldat for something, because I mean this episode we did see him meet up with Soldat again. Um, I mean, does Eris come back into the mixture later on? Maybe. We
May
might see something happen where Sylphia reveals herself, and now we got her, and then now Eris shows back up, and who knows? This might confuse him, confuse Cliff. Just got to throw that out there. So we'll see. We'll see.
yeah, it's but in whole, this episode was one of the better ones for the season.
Hmm.
Um, it was cool to see the magic circles that they were trying to make.
Yeah.
Um, I was kind of like Rudy, where the when the feather showed up, I was like, "Oh, cool, something happened," and then
Hmm.
now it failed. And you're like, "Oh, okay, what's not failing?"
Yeah. I wonder if it was supposed to summon the whole bird,
Maybe, but
and that's why it was a failure. So I don't know.
this
But
will be
hard for her to say because she doesn't have magic.
well. She's been studying it for
Yeah,
5 years.
true. We'll give her that.
Yeah, so that was kind of interesting, and then very anime logic as far as Rudy and Sylvie are concerned. where he falls and she just happens to fall on top of him with her legs straddling him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so at least, you know, he did find out what he had been searching for because he spent like a third of the episode trying to convince
Mm-hmm.
himself that he wasn't into guys. And so,
Yes, that he definitely did, and I think that's what made it more like interesting because it's just like him in his own mind, just confused. Like, am I really? No, there's no way that I am. So, I mean, it really did make the conflict in his self is what made this episode really a really good one.
yep.
Um, but like we said, the bigger picture, you gotta look at that. And overall, when it comes to information, this is one of the better episodes for it, and it has really helped it out. So now let's just hope the following episode we get that big reveal, and we can go into the hiatus until the second core comes up and call it good.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, do you have any more thoughts about the episode?
No, it was just building on everything else. Rudy finally starting to be himself again is the
Yes,
biggest takeaway from this episode.
very much so. And I mean, with that, I mean, just remember to like and follow the anime show. I mean, every time you guys do, that's what brings us the ability to keep coming back and bringing the content to you guys. And don't forget to follow and watch the guys of the Anime Lounge podcast anywhere you can listen to podcasts. So, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.